Imagine waking up, grabbing your phone, scrolling through Instagram, and boom, there's Justin Bieber staring back at you with the kind of half-zen, half-zoned-out expression that instantly makes you pause. No flashy tour update, no cryptic caption about new music loading. Just a casual Sunday post telling nearly 300 million followers that he's detoxing. And just like that, the internet spiraled. No one knew what he was detoxing from. There were no dramatic explanations. Just a few fresh-faced selfies that felt more like a cry for space than a pitch for attention. The silence? Deafening. The mystery? Electric. Fans were left guessing, speculating, and, for some, genuinely concerned. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It is free and help us bring you enjoyable content. And of course, watch till the end. But here's the thing. Behind every celebrity selfie, there's a story, a strategy, or sometimes a subtle SOS. So, what's going on with Justin Bieber? What's he really trying to detox from? And why did this simple post trigger such a tidal wave of speculation? Let's peel back the filter, one story at a time. Remember when a baby-faced Justin crooned one time on YouTube and the world collectively went, "Who is this kid?" That was 2009. Fast forward 15 years, and Justin Bieber isn't just a pop icon, he's the embodiment of modern fame. Viral before TikTok was even a thing. Loved, loathed, memed, and mimicked. He didn't just grow up in the spotlight, he burned under it. From headline-grabbing arrests to teary-eyed interviews about his mental health, Justin's story has always had a raw, unfiltered edge. There's a reason fans feel so deeply connected to him. It's not just the music. It's the transparency, the vulnerability, the fact that he, like so many of us, has been figuring things out in real time, mistakes and all. So when someone like that says, "I'm detoxing," we all listen. Not because it's trendy, but because we feel the weight behind those words. But what exactly is he detoxing from? Detoxing in 2025 isn't just about green juice and infrared saunas, though let's be honest, Justin probably has both on standby. The term has become a catch-all for everything from tech burnout to spiritual resets. And in the case of a celebrity, it could mean anything. Maybe he's detoxing from social media. Maybe it's fame fatigue. Maybe it's as simple as cutting out sugar or as complex as a quiet battle with inner demons. The truth is, detoxing can be deeply personal and often
TikTok,
invisible
Twitter,
from the
and
outside.
YouTube.
But
The
here's
reaction
where
was
it gets
massive.
interesting.
People were emotional.
The very act of posting
Fans
about a
flooded social
detox
media with
is
posts
kind of
about
the
how
opposite of a
powerful it was
detox,
to see
right?
someone choose
That
themselves over a
contradiction alone
relationship
made
that seemed
fans
perfect.
scratch their heads.
Comments like,
"Why would
"She
someone
didn't
trying
say
to
no
disconnect
because
go
she didn't
online to
love
tell
him."
300 million people about it?" Unless, of course, the post was the detox. Curious? It gets deeper. The selfie as a signal. Reading between the pixels. Let's zoom in on the selfies themselves. No heavy filters. No obvious styling. Just Bieber up close, looking tired? Reflective? At peace? It depends who you ask. But across every image was a subtle theme: softness. His eyes didn't scream, "Look at me." They whispered, "I need a second." We live in an age where a celebrity selfie can break the internet. But these photos didn't feel like a stunt. They felt quiet, almost sacred. It was the kind of post that made you stop mid-scroll, stare a little longer than usual, and wonder, not about him, but about yourself. When's the last time you stopped to take stock of your own life? See what Bieber just did there? Let's not sugarcoat it. Justin Bieber has battled demons in public for over a decade. Anxiety, depression, identity struggles. And more than once, he's openly said that fame nearly broke him. That kind of emotional transparency is rare. But it's also risky. Imagine sharing your worst day with millions of strangers. Now imagine doing it repeatedly for years. Eventually, even the strongest start to crack. In that context, a detox isn't just self-care, it's survival. And when you think about it like that, maybe the selfies weren't for us. Maybe they were a way for him to say, "Hey, I'm still here. I'm taking a breath. You should too." Feeling something yet? You're not alone. Let's get honest for a second. Raise your hand if you've ever felt overstimulated by your phone, overwhelmed by life, or like your brain was running on 47 tabs at once. Welcome to the human condition. We're all living in a state of low-grade burnout. Endless scrolling. constant comparison, the never-ending pressure to be on. So when someone like Justin Bieber steps back and hits pause, it reminds us that maybe we should too. That's the power of his post. It wasn't just about him. It was a mirror. And maybe, just maybe, that's why it hit so hard. But how do you start a detox when life won't stop moving? Keep reading. We're getting into the good stuff. Here's the thing. You don't need to book a week-long retreat in Bali to reset your system. Detoxing can be micro, messy, and completely yours. Start small. Unfollow one account that drains you. Set a 10-minute phone-free timer. Skip the news for a morning. Drink water before your coffee. Replace one doom scroll with a walk. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be intentional. And if you're thinking, but I don't have Bieber money, guess what? That's exactly why you need this more than he does. Still feel like you don't have time? Well, what if detoxing gives you time back? Makes you think, doesn't it? Look past the headlines, and you'll see that Justin Bieber's been evolving in ways most people miss. His faith, his marriage, his open struggles with chronic illness, his shifting relationship with the spotlight. He's not the kid chasing paparazzi anymore. He's the adult building boundaries. And maybe this detox is less about leaving something behind and more about returning to himself. That idea? That's powerful. It begs the question, what would it look like for you to return to yourself? That's where the real detox starts. In an era where social media rewards shock over sincerity, Bieber's detox post felt like a curveball. No drama. No spectacle. Just honesty. And ironically, that's what made it go viral. Because deep down, we're all craving something real. A reminder that it's okay to step back. That healing isn't linear. That sometimes not knowing is part of the process. And when someone who has everything still needs a break, it makes us all feel a little more human. Which brings us to you. So, what's your detox going to look like? Seriously, let's take a beat. If you could detox from one thing this week, what would it be? The need to be productive 24/7? The voice in your head telling you you're not enough? The app that leaves you feeling worse, not better? Whatever it is, big or small, it's worth stepping back from. And maybe, like Bieber, you don't need to explain it to anyone. Maybe you just need to start. Because the truth is, there's no right way to detox. Only your way. And who knows? Maybe one quiet moment of clarity will inspire someone else's too. Ready to hit reset? Justin Bieber didn't post a detox selfie to be trendy. He posted it because he needed space, and maybe he wanted us to find our own too. So here's your challenge. Pick one thing to step back from this week. Just one. Watch what happens. And when you do, drop a comment. Share your story. Because this conversation isn't just about Bieber. It's about all of us, unfiltered, unfinished, and still figuring it out. Let's detox together, speech balloon dizzy. Let me know if you'd like me to break this up for video use, turn it into carousel captions, or repurpose it for another platform like TikTok or YouTube.